You can, like, cut off their hand, and then they're just stabbing you with the stump. It's just like, oh, I was using that!
Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Greetings and glad tidings. We bring good news.
To all?
Just whoever's watching this.
What's happening? I mean, yeah, guys. Good tidings. That's normal speak. We speak normal.
Decent tidings, at the least.
We hope for at least decent tidings.
Okay tidings.
Okay.
Tidings.
We hope you have tidings.
Yes.
Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Was that a proper banter for you guys? We're going to go into the shade now. Right. I hope you're enjoying this.
Jackie.
Sit down and shut up. Okay, so today's shade is brought to you by me, by my brain, and apparently my fingers. I don't know why this was happening. But today's shade is, should you use monsters as a scare tactics for your kids? Because kids don't always listen to you. Like part of the time. Part of the time, they don't fully respect and listen to adults.
Part of the time.
And honestly, part of the time can mean 99% of the time.
That is true. That is still a part of the time.
That is a part of the time.
It's the largest part of the time, but it is a part of the time.
Yep, and I think we can all agree, whether you're a kid watching or whether you're an adult, that is true.
And I think we can all agree that monsters are scary.
Yep.
Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, monsters are terrifying.
Okay, good.
Because we don't fully understand them, and we're afraid of anything we don't fully understand. But if they would just come out and be like, hey, this is where I was born, this is what happened, I need my driver's license, here's my picture, like, this is my birth certificate.
I mean, depending on this...
You're not that scary.
But what if they come out and it's like, yeah, so I'm from hell, I got here by slaughtering a bunch of innocent people, I need to get my driver's license.
Like
those first two answers could be anything.
You have to go to the DMV? Right. Dude, you thought hell was bad.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we don't have those down there. They're just too evil.
No, that's the seventh circle. Bob is in charge of that. Yeah. No one wants to go down to see him. We just trust he's doing his thing. Hopefully we're getting more self-automated. Emissions inspections, at least here in Maryland, they have self-service stands now. But should you use monsters? That's the real discussion here.
How did you get to the emissions inspection from the monster?
From monsters?
Were you just thinking about the DMV?
I think it was monsters, hell demon, getting a driver's license,
right?
DMV, seventh circle of hell. We don't visit Bob. Should we get rid of DMVs? Emissions are automated now, so DMV should be, and we're back to monsters.
Right. Okay, as long as we're back on monsters. For example, though, you're saying, like if your kid won't do your homework, you're like, oh, if you don't do your homework, then a werewolf is going to come and kidnap you and take you away to werewolf land.
That's ridiculous. Werewolves just eat you.
Right.
So you tell your kid, this werewolf's going to eat you.
But
I have him out back.
You have to make it moderately scary, though. If it's too scary, they're going to be too panicked to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, to be just scary enough.
It's got to be that perfect medium of, like, stop getting out of your bed and coming into my bed every night. There's a monster underneath your bed that's going to grab your legs if you come out of your bed while it's dark out. So that keeps them in their bed.
Or like, I poisoned your apple juice and the only antidote is in this broccoli. You have 3 minutes to make your choice.
That is the kid's decision.
Right.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of kids would be like, I'd rather die. And
then just years later, they're like, Mom, can we go to soccer practice? I don't know what you're talking about, Billy. You died years ago. You didn't eat the antidote.
That was just, it's a run-on gag for years.
Right.
Where's your kid? I don't have one anymore. It's
like, right here.
I'm right here. It's like, isn't your kid
Sometimes
right
I can still hear him.
No, he's dead. Yeah, so here's the problem, though, is you can tell the kids, hey, there's a monster under your bed. Stop coming into our room every night.
I don't think that would stop them.
Or
how would that help? Look, there's a monster in here, so you're going to need to stay put in this room with the monster.
Or, here's the thing, though. He won't get out of his bed. They won't get out of their bed to go to the bathroom at 3 a.m.
See, I think the better tactic here would be to tell them, like, look, you can come in here if you're scared, but there's no monsters in your room. They're all in this room. Like, we made a deal with them that they would only haunt our room. So if you come in here, that's fine. But, I mean, don't be shocked if something pulls you under the bed in here. You're better off in your own room where there's no monsters.
I think it was Uncle Eric that used to tell all the kids that Gua lived in the basement, and they shouldn't go down there because Gua lives down there.
Right.
And no one knew what Gua was, but they didn't want to find out.
Right. The name's ominous enough. It has to be something that they can't conceive of being able to handle.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, there's power tools down there that could hurt you, it's like, I'll be fine. I just won't hurt myself then.
Like, there's a monster. Okay.
It's like, I can't control what he does.
Yeah. I really like that, though. I've never thought about that. Tell the kids there's a monster in your room. He's got to live somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
And so we said he can live in our room as long as he stays out of your room at night.
Yeah.
You could let him out if you open the door. Don't let him out.
Yeah.
We keep him in our room so he can't go. But if you open the door, he's going to get out.
And if you ever hear something that sounds like fighting in here, it's just us tackling the monster.
It's just us fighting the monster.
Yeah, that's what those screams are.
Yep. Daddy, why do you have a whip? It's for the monster.
Right.
I can't even drink my drink.
Yeah. It works on so many levels.
It is a good fallback, guys. Yeah. Anyone that is thinking about having kids or having kids, that is a great fallback. Why is that monster?
Right.
He got out. He got out. Yeah, get back in there. Yeah.
I want to move on now.
Yeah, I think we should move on.
There's a lot else to say.
I'm sure my face is very red. Okay, so what is your opinion on this?
Honestly, I think it's kind of a good idea. You could say that lying to kids is wrong. I feel like it depends on the lie, you know? Because as a kid, I was always like, you know, just you'd be honest, like just tell me whatever's going on. And honestly, I think for a lot of things that would work, and for some other things it wouldn't. First of all, it can't be to the point where it's just going to make the problem worse. Like, if you don't go to bed, then Krampus will come eat you. Then it's like, well, now they're never going to fall asleep because they're just too terrified. Because at that point, they're just thinking like, oh, if I don't fall asleep, then I'm going to get killed. It's like, I got to fall asleep. It's like, but I can't fall asleep because I'm thinking about I'm going to get killed. It's like, but if I don't fall asleep, then I will get killed.
That's a catch-22.
It just spirals out of control until they just break down and lose it. So you can't go that far. Don't overuse it, but it could be a good tool as long as you use it moderately, you know? I think it's part of the fun of growing up to be afraid of things, honestly. Because years later in life, you're not going to believe in monsters, but you'll believe in other horrible things that do exist.
But not as scary as monsters.
Yeah, but I think there's a certain magicalness to the existence of monsters. Like, yeah, they're horrifying monsters, but they're still mythical creatures. So it still allows the idea that the world is more interesting than it actually is.
Yeah, you're saying this other world exists.
Right.
The horrible thing is here with us.
Yes.
But there's still like unicorns and pixies and elves and all kind of stuff out there.
Right.
You know, they're just not here. The evil stuff's here. Which you know that stuff is out there still.
Right.
It's a happy thought. But I think it also helps kids with imagination. Like it helps kids with develop their imagination.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like if you're like, yeah, I grew up thinking that there was a creature like in the other room that could escape and like, you know, hurt us or the family.
Yeah.
But then I realized that's ridiculous. But you get your first job and your boss is a jerk. You're like, this is nothing compared to the werewolf I used to live with.
Right. And your coworker's like, okay, man.
Okay, Billy.
Right.
That's
anyway, that's how the register works. I'm going to go restock some stuff. It's like, why? We're an accounting firm. I have to go.
No, it's like, it was a real werewolf. My parents had a whip and everything.
Right.
So yeah, I would say the same thing. I would say holster it for when you really need it. Like a gun. All right, but...
Or a whip.
Or yeah, you holster a whip.
No, I think it's a good idea, but I also am feeling a little weird about it, so I'll go ahead and say that you shouldn't for the sake of the rock, paper, scissors.
I'll say you should. I feel like 98% that you should.
You're very set on terrorizing children.
Yes. Only mine, though.
Right.
You know what? The neighbor's kid, too. Yeah,
right.
He'll probably come over.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so I'll say that that is okay, and you're not okay.
Well, you're about to have a daughter. You've got like a solid 3 or 4 years there where she's the perfect age to creep people out. Like, have you thought about that at all? Just having her like...
What?
Like,
I'm going to use her to creep people out?
Yeah. Like, just you go over to a friend's house and just have like Nora go up to someone and be like, why are you doing that? Like, what? What are you talking about?
I'm going to teach my kid to be so creepy.
You shouldn't chop carrots like that. They'll chop you back. And then just have her walk out of the room with like her little doll or something. Yeah. And then the person's like, okay, all right.
I'm going to get her a doll that looks identical to her.
Right.
Like an outfit that she loves. And I'm going to make her carry it and be like, listen, go up to Mr. James. And you just tell him, my doll says you're a bad man and you won't last the night.
Right.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want you to do creepy things, and my wife's gonna hate it.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, but I'm gonna film it.
Yeah.
Guys, just stay tuned for 4 years.
Did we do the rock, paper, scissors
No,
yet?
we haven't done it yet.
Well, let's go ahead and do that.
We've come up with some great ideas that I'm gonna implement in my next couple of years of fatherhood.
Right.
And then after that, we'll see what happens.
Right.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom! You should do it! You should totally do it!
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it!
So, here's the situation.
Yes.
Your parents left on a week's vacation. They left the keys to the brand new Porsche. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
Gosh darn it.
Would you rather have to fight someone while completely nude,
Okay.
or
I've done that. All right.
or have someone attack you while they're completely nude and you have to fight them off?
Just one person or the
One
bunch
person.
of people, naked people attacking me?
One person.
Okay.
You're one naked guy fighting one clothed guy. They're one naked guy fighting you.
I mean, I guess I would rather them be naked, right?
I think I would too.
Because I don't want to be that exposed, but at the same time, I don't want to fight a naked person.
Yeah, but I think it would be easier for me to focus. I don't know. The Berserkers, they were like that. Those,
Is that what you call them?
well, I mean, they would like strip naked and go into battle, and they would like take a bunch of shrooms and like go crazy.
What is this?
The Berserkers?
What is this? What is that?
I want to say they were Vikings. I feel like the Berserkers were Vikings. They might have been like a Germanic tribe, but I think that they were Vikings. But yeah, look it up. It's actually really weird and interesting. There were these specific guys that would go into battle, and they would just take a bunch of mushrooms, strip completely naked, paint their faces, and then just run into battle, just like smashing and flinging people. It was a useful tactic for throwing off the enemy because they were very confused and like you're just attacking them like a wild bear, basically.
Honestly, that would be super alarming, confusing. My mind would not be in the fight.
Yeah, and they would take the mushrooms so that they would be so high and like out of it that they would be like oblivious to like pain or injury. They would just keep going.
Fear is gone.
You could like cut off their hand and then they're just stabbing you with the stump. It's
Just like, oh, I was using that!
right. Just pull out a knife and like sharpen this.
Oh, they sharpen their bones.
Yeah.
Berserker style.
I feel like I would rather be clothed for most situations.
Yeah, I would rather have clothing on. Even if it's not like protective clothing, just clothing.
Yeah. Gosh. I'm going to go with I would rather be clothed. I would rather some naked guy attack me because then in my head it's just like I'm already getting attacked.
Yeah.
This guy's crazy. That is what it is. But if I'm naked and fighting someone, it would be so awkward. I would have a really hard time keeping my head in the fight. So we found out that you should scare your kids with monsters, and you should use your kids to scare other people. And both of us would rather keep our clothes on.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yes.
And be attacked by a naked stranger.
Yes. Not much else to say here.
No, we're done with it.
If you would also like to get out of this conversation, go check out some of the other things we've talked about. Not many of them include nudity.
No, but a few do.
Yes.
But in the meantime, remember to comment, like, and push that subscribe button.
Mm-hmm. Sleep under your own bed so the monsters have nowhere left to hide.
Solid. Ring the notification bell.
Eat a clove of garlic so that vampires are not tempted to make out with you in your sleep.
And remember, parents, only kids can see monsters. So hold them in front of you when you're fighting one.
Right?
And as always,
IKAGA. Yup.